toes, knees, insteps. Play with how many different ways you can do it. There is a reason in the traditional Japanese martial arts why they do this, called shiko, warrior walking. It's the most basic exercise there is. Because that's everything you're going to do on the ground. Draw a sword, arrest. See, you never see a samurai do this. But it's always random. Because that's everything you're going to do. And if I was in shorts, I'm going to be a bit lighter. Instead of that, on the knee, I lift up a little bit. It's a little bit lighter. I should be able to do it in any position. So you'll all have movements you can do, you can't do, but you need skill, you need grace there. Don't ever just say, wow, I'm old, I'm stiff, I have a belly, my knees are shit, that's as good as it is, and it's going to get worse every year. It's not true. You can get more flexible anytime. You just have to be aware of your mechanics. Don't come up like this. Come up from the tailbone. Work your awareness, work your stack. That's how you get good. If you see a soldier, if I'm working with soldiers with guns, we don't just run through the crap. It's dry fire, dry fire. How many ways can I move with my legs to make sure it's smooth on the ground all the time, wherever I go, so that I know I can get up in any position, however my hands are. And then if I can do that, I can just shoot all day. Always aware. Same thing on the ground. You should be smooth like an octopus. It should just be, you have to take responsibility. If I'm going to put a hand because I need it, I shouldn't rely on it fully. It should be an awareness. I should see what I can do. So challenge yourself to be a little smoother than you are. You have more in you, I promise you. Yeah? Keep going, guys. This is the drill. I want to keep my knees as straight as I can, whether I'm here or here. And I want to try to walk like I'm squished between two walls. So if I do that with my arms, I go here. And I try to keep my head at the same level, right? And I do like a robot duck walk. So when I do that, most people have a hard time staying straight. They start to get sway, which is good. But I will do this, and eventually, not very far away, a minute or two, you'll start to cramp. You'll get tired. You can feel fatigue. Try with me. Walk a bit. Do a few moves. So you get tired, yeah? At any point, if you had to change directions, turn. You pivot on the balls of your feet. There's no choice. Pivot on the balls of your feet. If while you were doing this, you had to touch your knees, your knee can kiss the ground. See how soft it is. Don't hit it. You can turn. Kiss the ground. You can turn. So you see now your ankles, your shins, your arches, your thighs, everything's getting tired. So rather than just use muscle, now we're going to use the elasticity of your connective tissue. All of the connective tissue, your tendons and ligaments, have what's called stored elastic capacity. They are rubber bands. They take a long time to strengthen, but it lasts a long time. Flexibility of the muscles is very quick to acquire, very quick to lose. You stretch, you feel good, you wake up the next day, you lost it. All right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce. I can bounce. If I bounce when I walk, it's easier now. So at any time, if I was moving smoothly and I have trouble, I can always bounce. I can pop anywhere. See that? So anytime you need help lifting, if you were at your bottom and you needed to lift, bounce and you come up, it's a lot easier. Your bounce is there, that's your connective tissue. Now watch this. If I had a choice to walk straight, two-dimensionally, like that, that tires me out fast. But all of you can pivot. So imagine now if I kept my eyes forward, but I can open my legs on either side. I could use my hands for balance. That's one of the first ways we can make that walk smooth. Eyes are forward. I can move anywhere I want. Cool. Yeah. Now watch this. Eyes are forward. Gun is forward. Lead leg changes. I can switch. I can move here. I can move here. To the left of the groin, to the right of the groin. To the left of the groin, to the right of the groin. If I can't do it with a gun, put your hands on the ground. I can start to walk like a gorilla. Yeah, I know your legs are getting tired. You have 3 minutes left. Now at any point in that movement, I want us to monkey run. A gorilla run looks like this. I can go anywhere. So look what happens if I start to add that. As a conditioning exercise, I take one of those movements, I do 10 reps. Then I change it. I go from the hardest, holding a book, a bowl of water, 2 kilograms. I find my balance. I freeze. I take my time. I find my balance. Can I go back? Can I go up? Can I go sideways? Can I go up? Can I lift? However I want to challenge myself. Then I'm tired, so then I bounce. Easier, I bounce. I bounce. My second set is bouncing. My third set is hands. Easier, easier. And then I move. Now I'm arresting somebody. Shins, toes, shin and toe, light pivot, monkey step, right? I got somebody on the ground. I'm not gonna hurt you at all. It's the best drill to take me through. Watch this. Let's say I was here. Yeah, he's on his back. It's even better. Look, no pain. If I would lift, there would be pain. There would be pain. I promise there would be pain. I can pivot and be aware of it. I could change sides. How light that is. If I can't do that kind of motion, then my mobility is limiting me. I should be able to go any far. That's called a combat teabag. I should be able to go any position. If I crush, I should choose to. I should be able to be light. I shouldn't need to hurt. I should be able to track. 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 Wherever I want to go. And this is one of the, you can do it with a mannequin. You can do it with tape on the floor. You just got replaced by tape, right? I can go over. Space. No space. Put a stick on the floor. If you have officers that are being too mean, do it on a stick. I might want to be mean to you. I don't want to do it on a stick. Just stay there. You have somebody who likes to crush, make them lean on a stick for 10 minutes. They won't crush anymore. Their shin will be too bruised. They'll be like that all the time. Force compliance. Alongside the tape. Over the tape. Alongside. Scissor. Anything that you can do, you can do softly and with control. So that's a very simple officer ground control, 5-minute natural acrobatics. Do that 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes a day, you'll see a huge difference. Huge.